Hi, my name is Ed Diaz from Roland Corporation, and I'm here at In Stuff Music, and today we're going to go over the RD-800. So first off, I want to give you just a brief history of the RD series. The RD started in 1986 with the RD-1000. Well, it's been a long time since 1986, so what we've been working on at Roland is every incarnation of the RD type of keyboard, we're trying to better improve the sound, the tonal color, the whole character, the way the keys feel, everything. So every incarnation has just gotten better and better, and this RD-800, it just feels incredible, sounds incredible. So first off, one of the things I want you guys to really check out is the new action that's on here. It's the PHA-4 Concert Grand Action. Now what you're going to notice, you're going to have escapement in the keys first off. Now what that means is as we push down a key, you're going to feel a little bump in the key. And what that is, it simulates the hammer, when you push down on an acoustic piano, the hammer hitting the string and then resetting. So first off, let's go ahead and listen to some of this real quick. So it feels incredible. Now, one thing I wanted you to know about the RD-800 is the brand new Supernatural piano. Now what we've done is we've gone with our pianos, instead of just going straight sampling type of pianos with velocity switching, noticeable velocity switching, you're getting more of a modeled sound. So first off, one thing you have to check out, if I push down on the keys and just push down without triggering a sound, if I hit any of the other keys, it's going to simulate like an acoustic piano would. So what's going to happen, I'm going to hit it hard, and that resonance from those keys is going to resonate this right here. So check this out. It's resonating just like on an acoustic piano. Try that on an acoustic piano or try that on any other digital piano. You're not going to get it. So that's something that's really cool. So the keys will resonate with each other. That's something that's real good. Now another thing, since this is Supernatural, you're not going to hear, normally when we're doing sample pianos, there's at some point where you have a sample and it's maybe this long in length, okay? Now what happens when you play that sample piano, it's going to go back around and it's going to loop to kind of get that sound, and you're going to hear a whoa, whoa. Well, with the RD, I'm going to just play the chord and it's going to decay naturally as an acoustic would. So just listen very carefully. Put on your headphones so you can really hear this. It just decays like an acoustic. So that's something that's great. So it really rings out. So very nice. Let's check out some other sounds in here. Maybe the electric piano on here. Also very nice. Supernatural. Supernatural also means that we can actually go inside those particular models of the sounds. And I didn't show you yet with the piano, but I'll start here with the electric piano. Let's take an electric piano. I can actually go inside, press the enter button, and we have the tone designer. We can design that sound. So let's go ahead and go into the tone designer. We can adjust the tone color, the mechanical key on and off noise. So just like an old electric piano, you can change that there. The damper noise, maybe a hum noise. So, so as the instruments organically would age, make a little more noise, like a new car versus an old car. So we can adjust all of that. So if I wanted to very quickly, we can adjust the noise. Maybe I want to have more noise in the keys when I play. I'll go ahead and turn it up really high so you can hear it. So that's one of the great things about the RD-800. We can actually go in here and customize our sound. Let's go back to the piano for a minute and do the same thing. So in the piano, I'll go inside my designer, press the edit button, go inside my piano designer, and I can go in and adjust what type of piano. Maybe the damper noise. Listen to this. I'm going to turn this up. If I press down on my damper pedal, you can hear noise of the keys being pulled by the damper pedal. So that's something that's really neat. And I can change what type of piano it is very quickly in here. So that's something that's real good. Also, we have something called tonal color. A lot of times we might have a great full stereo with piano like this. Sounds really nice when we're playing solo by ourselves, very nice. But when we're in a band setting, sometimes that piano gets lost in the mix because we have a bass, we have guitars, we have drums, and we have all these frequencies going. Well, this way, I can easily take my tonal color. If you check out the screen here, you can go from having that big lush stereo width all the way down to a narrow or a mono sound, okay? So what we did is we took that piano sound from a big old, all the different frequencies going, just ringing. But remember, the bass is gonna be down here, electric guitar is gonna be in here, drums all over. We took that sound and we kind of narrowed it to a mono sound so it fits right in the pocket. So when we're playing with a live band, it fits better in there. So that's something that's really, really great. Now the same thing holds true if we go into the electric piano. We can also use that tone color to go in and adjust what type of electric piano. So first off, let's start at a silver top electric piano. And then very quickly, I can adjust to maybe an MK1. And let's go to an MK2. You can hear the subtle differences between them. And then let's go to a dyno. Check this out. So we went very quickly from a silver top, very nice sound, all the way to the dyno, just by using this tone color. Now here's something else that's going on in the RD-800 that's really a lot of fun for us guys that are playing live. You have all this section over here, these different knobs. Right here we have our EQ, delay, and assignment knob. Press it once, it's on EQ, twice, it's on delay, and assign. So let's check this out. Let's pretend we're at a gig and we want to make some changes. So let's say I wanted to play with the delay. So first off, I'll turn it on. And I can adjust what type of delay it is very quickly. Adjust the level of the delay, feedback of the delay, and how long it takes it to feedback. So all on top. Or maybe I don't want the delay at all. Maybe I want to go ahead and go to my EQ right here, and maybe bring up the mids, highs, maybe bring down the lower. So this is something that I can do live, because sometimes that EQ might sound different in my personal rehearsal space as opposed to a big hall. Big room, everything bounces a little bit different, so we can adjust that to get the sound that we want. Now let's go to this next section over here. We have an amp simulator, tremolo, and a modulation FX, which changes according to the sound that's up. So let's go ahead and play a little bit with the tremolo. Once again, we're using this EP. I can adjust the depth of the EP. I can adjust the speed. So watch this. So very quickly. Kind of crazy right there. Let's go ahead and adjust that depth. And really go crazy on that speed. Or maybe I want to bring that speed of the tremolo down. So very quickly. Maybe I want to go into my amp sim and simulate like a little more overdrive sound in my EP. Very quickly. Very quickly from a nice clean. very quick. So I can go from a nice clean sound to an overdriven sound just by turning it on and adjusting the knob. Now let's go over here to my modulation FX. I can turn this on and I can adjust maybe a phaser on here. So I turned it on right here and this is a fun effect to use. So I can have my color of the phaser right here and have that going. Bring that down. So very quick. So that's how we use all these buttons and knobs on this side. Really fun. Now, let's talk about some other quick sounds. I'm going to let you hear the clav, and a lot of great clavs in here. And all the stuff I just showed you with the EQs and the modulation tremolo amp also hold true for over here. So, for example, let's play this phaser clav. Maybe that phaser isn't quite hot enough or it's too hot. I can come in and adjust the depth of that phaser. Maybe I want some more phase. There we go. Very quick, we were able to adjust that. Now let's go to the organ section, and this has a tone wheel organ. It's modeled. So let's go into my designer and check this out. Inside my designer, inside the RD-800, I can go ahead and adjust the different drawbar settings very quickly. So I can take something like this. And maybe go ahead and adjust very quick. Very fast, we're able to do that. And I just use my pitch bend mod, left or right, speed up or slow down the rotary. Maybe bring it back down. So that's something that's really cool as well. We have the tone wheel modeling in here too. Now we also have a lot of great sounds like strings and pads and choirs and other stuff like that. Now let's talk about how to put them together. We want to layer and split. Here's something that's really fun on the RD. A lot of times layering and splitting can sometimes be thought of as difficult. Watch this, not so. On the RD, if I want to layer two sounds, hold down the piano and hit the strings. I just layered them that quickly. And I have the volumes right here. So here's my piano, here's my string. Maybe I want to do electric piano and maybe a pad sound. So here's electric piano, hold down that, hit the pad, and that quickly we put them together. Bring down the electric piano. Maybe I want to hold down, have three sounds layer. Check this out. Let's go ahead and do the piano, pad, and string. So electric piano, strings, pad. Just hold them down that quick. So as you see, layering on the RD is super, super easy. Okay, now let's talk about splitting. Another common thing. Well, check this out. If I need to split something, I'll go ahead and hit the piano and hit the split button, and the RD knows to automatically go to an acoustic bass. So that quickly. And there's my split point right there. So and if I want to change my split point, once again, hold down the split button, and I can change it just by touching where I want the split to be. So very nice. So we can have very quick. Now, what if I want to save all these changes? Very easy to do. We have something here called live sets. Now, what live sets allow you to do is to go ahead and split and layer up to 4 different tones simultaneously and save them so you can call them up quickly for the gigs. Now, there's 10 banks, and within each bank, there's 20 live sets deep. So that's 200 live sets that you can have. So here's one already built for you, the piano and the strings. There's another one built for you right here. Now, if we wanted to save something we created, we can go ahead and just hit create a layer or a split, and then I can just go ahead and go to write, and I could save it as a live set. So that's something that's real cool. So in a nutshell, that's the RD-800, a great live performance piano with great action, supernatural acoustic pianos, supernatural electric pianos, and tone wheel modeling on the organs. Just a great, fun piano. So give it a try. If you had any questions, just let us know, and also come and check out In Stuff Music. Thank you.